Chaos and catastrophe. It seems like our future will be heading in this direction. The public is a bunch of sheep simply waiting to be slaughtered. They are TV junkies. Many play video games for hours and hours on end, and they're fueled by MSG foods and genetically modified organisms. They do not have the power to fight against anything or anyone. But the system can continue the way it is, and the people can remain the way they are because of the systems set in place, the welfare system and the education system and the financial system. But what happens when the lights go out? When there's no power, the entire system will be disrupted. What if there's a grid down scenario, which can happen for a various number of reasons? What about a terrorist attack? One that has been planned or a real attack? That would mean a major catastrophe in the entire system because of the disruption that it causes. What if the energy is simply too expensive to then afford your lights? What about to put the gas into your car and every other thing that we take for granted today? These are things that we need to really look at right now. Undoubtedly, Wall Street is the enemy of free society. They use their bailout strategies. They work with the government and collude to create regulations that are in their favor. They bribe our presidents and prime ministers so that they get whatever they want, whenever they want. And there is nothing stopping them. The general public is decadent. They are sick. Many people unfortunately suffer from things like autism, cancer, diabetes, and obesity, all of which are skyrocketing at extreme rates that we're simply unable to deal with at this point. Soon, this will become uncontrollable. And on top of that, we have a police state that is growing every single day, funded by our tax dollars. There's increased tyranny, checkpoints everywhere that are akin to a third world nation. This is particularly evident in the US, where they have checkpoints everywhere. And if you've ever been to a country like Mexico, for example, you'll see a mirror image. And let's not forget the increased violence that is creeping in to the major cities all around the Western nations, and of course in the third world as well. The only solution to this is that we need more independence, and I mean that in every way, shape, and form. We need food independence, water, and energy. We need to basically use our individual strengths, or we will be doomed. And this connects in with something that I've been unable to avoid, and that is we need to go off the grid. Perhaps not 100% off the grid, but as close to that as we possibly can. Ultimately, those in the major cities are not going to fare very well compared to those on the outskirts of town. Those people may also be in trouble one day, but I feel like the major cities are going to have the problems first. So it's like a warning flag going off, and you will have time to prepare in case you need to go even further north or in a different direction. You need a second home if you can afford it. Even a shack somewhere on the outskirts of town or even further, because that will give you that chance to get away. Solar power, battery power, your own source of water, and your own source of food are all essential in this new paradigm that we will enter and that we are already entering in many ways. Poverty is increasing, and you could see the violence spinning up all around the world. It is our independence in the food, energy, water areas that will separate us from the statistics. This is a warning to you all. I hope that you will all take this and learn from it. Thank you for listening.